Ladies and gentlemen, it is September. I think Micah's busy today. We'll have to see. He might show up later. 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun is rising over our used up field. I want to look at the thing real quick. Sorghum, soybeans, plant and harvest. Yeah. So we probably will do soybeans next year. This field needs a lot of work, and I just don't have the money to sink into it right now. But like next spring, we will. So I kind of want to leave this as is, and we're gonna just we'll take care of it over the winter once we have money coming in from the winery, because the grapes should be almost ready at this point. I think I see purple grapes. Oh, purple grapes, purple grapes. Yeah. Purple grapes, purple grapes. All right, so we're gonna harvest some purple grapes. And let's see. Also, the other thing we need to keep in mind is that on our chart of the best time to sell these products, we've got canola. We've got 0 grams, and the price fluctuation, the peak is in November, so don't forget that, because that's coming up here, at least as far as we can see. And then also, we want to see price calculations on alcohol. Hembler red wine, 9,000. Whoa. We're not even going to make this. Why bother making sparkling grape juice? But looks like they peak out in December, January, and February. People really like to drink in the winter, I guess. It holds its price. And then it drops for the rest of the year. So we want to get as much produced as possible. I think we probably will we could probably just use this guy. I don't think we need the really big tractor for this. But we might require, yeah, that's too small. Okay, you could just go right back here, little tractor. It's so tiny. Okay, I'm going to grab the Agrotronic mid-size tractor here, our 90 horsepower tractor, because that will fit this trailer a little bit better. And hopefully Michael will show up, but once again, I know he's been busy the last couple days, and I think he has therapies on Friday, so therapy. He was such a big help with harvest. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. Back a little bit more. There we go. Yep, perfect. Yeah, that's a good fit right there. That's what we needed. Ugh. All right. And so I think we'll just park it out alongside the side here. And gosh, I can't wait to get this factory going, man. I wonder, like, if you run out of space for the grapes, what you do with them. Like excess grapes. Is there like, I don't know if there's grape storage on here or not. Hopefully they'll just take all of them. The other thing I didn't really think about is how are we going to deliver these pallets? Didn't think that far ahead, did I? We've got the forklift to move them, but to move them to what? Did I buy a trailer? I don't remember buying a trailer, but maybe we have. I think we have a flatbed trailer for the Jeep. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we're okay. We may not be able to sell a ton at once. We have to make a couple trips, but they're worth a lot of money. So small trailerfuls, like if you can get like 8 pallets on there, we're going to bring home $30,000-$40,000. Alrighty, so we have the sprayer attachment on this. We need to switch over to the harvesting attachment. So let's go ahead and get this switched. What a neat piece of machinery this thing is. And we're going to customize. Wait, is this empty? Do I need to empty it? Oh, no, I need to empty it out. If I change that, I'll lose those. Where can I go? Where do we go now? All right. There we go. Two tanks. That's not too bad. And we can reassemble this when we get done. So customize, and we're going to put the... Okay. There's our harvester. And I'm going to put the lights on for safety as we travel through this area, just in case there's any customers coming out to see, but we have no customers. But we will. I guarantee you we'll have people. People like to drink. And we're going to go into this in-cab view. Cool little harvester. Oh, look at all the moving parts. I love it. Oh, wait, we gotta... There we go. And here they go. The grapes fall down into those little... Yeah, see, it shakes them off, and then they fall up, and they come up here. The leaves are taken and thrown out the back, and the grapes start to pile into the bins. That's so cool. Now, it's weird. They're not really coming out on this side, though. That's kind of odd. It is filling up, though, so I'm not going to complain, but it's just a little bit weird that we're not seeing the animation on that side. That's kind of broke. Geez, we're not getting many grapes. Look at that. 300 grapes, really? I guess 300 liters. I wish that little mirror down there was aimed down a little bit more so we could actually see underneath the harvester. I think in real life that's what they have. But it's good. It shows us that we're keeping it. You can tell things are centered or not. That's good. Kind of keeps it on center. So each of these shorter rows gets us about a quarter of the way full, and then we'll get to that. I mean, we have a lot to harvest there. We did plant a large thing. I'm sure we're going to get a ton of grapes. Such a weird machine. It's odd to see this like in real life, but I know they use them. I know a lot of places hand pick them though too. I think most of the places in Ohio that I've seen, they don't have harvesters. They go out and they hand pick the vines. They really only have we have a lot compared to the vineyards that I've been to. We actually have a larger number of actual vines. Usually they have about a half this. Like some places have more than others, but there's not that many vines at the vineyards that I go to. So I don't know that. I think they can make a lot of juice, a lot of alcohol from that. So once again, I'm going to make sure we turn off the sparkling grape juice. It's not worth as much. So I would rather produce the stuff that is worth money and as much of it as possible. We'll sell as much as we can. And then when the winter ends, if there's still a bunch being processed, we'll put it on store. And actually we'll put it on store no matter what. And we'll store it and come back and sell it like the next year when it's worth money. We're 60% full. It's not too bad. So each of these rows is a hair more than 25. And that'll mean that we'll get about halfway down the fourth row and need to unload. And I'll see if I can, I don't know if I can get that tractor in between. We'll have to see. I'll keep you guys with me here for this first load off. Actually, no, I can't. We have to, that's right. This doesn't have like an overload. We have to dump it into the trailer. You'll see. The bins come out and, like go up in the air and dump. There's no conveyor belt or anything that takes them out of the bin. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just unload here instead of going halfway down and having to come back. We'll just unload at 81% because you don't have to fill it up all the way. All right, there we go. The harvester is off, and I'm going to go grab the tractor. I'll be right back. I've got the Agrilux. Oh, I'm set at harvesting speed. Can kick that into high gear here. Oh, maybe not that fast. Keep it about. And those are nicely harvested. The grapes are all gone. This is fun. I like this. Very different kind of farming than we've been doing in the past. There we go. And let's see how we do this. Right button Y. Oh. Grape nuggets. There we go. So how much did that fill that up? Is that about halfway full? Yeah, 47%. So, grape nuggets. So then 2 loads of this will go back there and we'll put them into the winery and get the process started. Oh, today's the day. Today is the day that we make our grapes. Today is the day we've waited for. I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and get this all harvested. I'll do a little music montage for you, and then we'll be back.
That your smile makes the sun shine, and that when you laugh, the sky turns a brighter shade of blue, a brighter shade of blue.
All right, so there we go. It's all done. That trailer's full. I don't think you can hire a worker to do this. I was going to say I could hire a worker and go unload that, but nope, that's what it does instead. It brings up the job map, which doesn't work. So we're going to have to go empty the trailer every couple passes. That's on me. You guys don't have to worry about that. We'll do most of that off camera, but let's go ahead and head on down to the winery itself and get this party started. and if people start drinking this stuff, I think there's going to be quite a party because it's going to be really, really good. And they're probably going to get really drunk. But I don't know. I don't drink, so I've never actually been drunk. True story. One time I got a little teeny bit, I had like a glass and a half of wine, and I got a little bit buzzed. And that was it. I have no interest in it, really. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm just naturally high. All right, so anyway, which is a good thing to be, honestly. I'm happy about that. No muss, no fuss. All right. Whoa. Okay, so where is the dump off for this? Right here, maybe? Yeah, right there. I'm going to try to make it look realistic. They're supposed to go into that hopper, but I think if I go all the way back, it'll, yeah. So we just go where it triggers. And the grapes are going in. Whoa. Or not. They are. Wow. That went in the hopper fast, and it's only a little teeny bit filled up. Let's go head over to our production facility. And we're going to go ahead and turn on red wine and white wine. So if we do the math, once again, it's really hard for me to figure this out because I don't know how many are going to be in a container. But 100 grapes equals 37 of bottles. So that's going to be a lot of bottles. Let's activate this. And that's as far as Arthur's math goes. The maths are there. We're going to make money. Oh, it's cool. And starting to make it cool. I don't know how quickly it does. It's probably a slow process, to be honest with you. I can't imagine it going quickly. So, and these do fit down. That way you can, if you're daring and you have the overloader on your grape harvester, you can actually run this tractor alongside the next aisle and it'll dump into this. If Micah were here, we would put that attachment on, but it's $20,000 for that attachment. So, oops. Oh, and then you do this. It's really tight in here. Ladies and gents, the harvest is starting in earnest. Micah has joined me, and we're going to get this bad boy done. I'm about a third of the way done. However, the next rows that Micah's doing right now are a lot longer than the initial rows that we were doing. So I think when he runs down and runs back up, each one will probably fill up this thing halfway. Fill this thing up halfway is what I meant to say. Fill up this thing halfway. Will it do? Yes. Speak English, can I?
This is easy.
Yeah, you just basically run it down and run it back.
No, I mean, like, it's so easy to follow it, you know?
Yeah, you just sit, I sit in the cab and put the. Now I don't know if your mirror is showing. There's a little mirror too that under down there that helps it even.
Oh. I guess. I don't know. I ain't looking at that little mirror.
In real life, you could adjust that mirror and you'd actually look into the inside of the harvester, but in this life, you can't. It just
This
set.
is really cool, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get run over, but that's all right. Run me over. Yeah, it's a nice harvester. I mean, they're all of the grape harvesters are nice.
Well, I mean, it's just, like you said in the one video, it's hard to fathom how they run regular harvesters. Of course, the depth perception feel is very off in the game.
Yeah, that doesn't help much because you don't have that feel of like perception, right? But this is like easy, right? Even in real life and in game life, this one's an easy harvest. So are you about 50% full there?
33, 34.
Okay. So I would say, yeah, just empty every time you go down. Oh, you're going to do every other row?
Yeah, it's better than.
Yeah, that works. You don't have to keep going back and forth. That thing is really cool. Look, I was telling people, I think in Ohio, most of our vineyards are pretty small. They don't really have this much to do. And
just go to the islands.
Yeah, even those though, like they only usually have like 5 or 6 rows of grapes. You know what I mean? They don't usually have 20 or 30 rows.
You gotta talk to one of the wineries and say, ask them when's the best time to come out and see if you could just take drone footage of the
harvest,
the grapes and stuff, and maybe the harvest. And
I think. Well, here's what I think, and this is what I was telling the people before. What I think happens. I don't think they have these harvesters. I think they hand pick them. Mm-hmm. So I think people just go out there and pick the grapes, put them in buckets, and carry them back.
Right.
So they don't have this. This is more of maybe a European thing where they're making big brand and distributing it around the world. You know, like that's probably what these are.
Yeah, but don't you have to let the wine ferment for? How long does it take for it to ferment?
Well, I would imagine like a good wine. And go ahead and dump it into the trailer. Yeah, like every time you come around, don't go back down again because then you'll be too full to come back all the way. You'll have to stop halfway through. Okay. So I just go down and come up and empty it.
Let me guess. I think they come out the back, right? It dumps out the back.
Yes. Yep. Yes. You just got to back up to that tipper.
This is the first time you're doing this. So.
Ah, there you go. You're doing fine. I think it's going to rain. They're starting to get into a lot of haze in the atmosphere, and I just looked up at the weather thing, and it's got rain coming out of the clouds. Uh-oh.
Start overload?
Yeah.
Yeah, start overload, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
They look like, was it that cereal, the bunches of oats or whatever? Honey bunches of oats?
Or blueberry.
Blueberry. Honey bunches of blueberry.
You don't remember blueberry?
Yeah, I love blueberry.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what was the strawberry one? There was a strawberry one too. Frankenberry, yeah. I think I like the Frankenberry one the best. Mm-hmm. But I liked blueberry too. Like,
I know those cereals were my favorite.
Good memories.
Or not Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops one I ate, but it was Fruity Pebbles is my absolute favorite.
Oh yeah, yep. I love Fruity Pebbles and chocolate cocoa smash. And then I also liked Puff Wheat, which is what is that? Cocoa Smacks or whatever? No. Trying to remember what they were called.
Sugar Puffs?
Yeah, Sugar Puffs. Yeah.
Okay. No. I don't remember Sugar Puffs too much.
And then I also, of course, like the cookie crisp.
Oh, I had that once. Those were good.
Yeah, from Ralston.
It's like chocolate cookies. Yeah.
Yeah, they also made dog food.
We always had like corn pops.
Yep, the corn pops.
Flakes. You know, Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes. We had those all the time.
Yeah, good stuff. All sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Yeah, now I think about it, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's so bad for you. Yeah, I could just sitting down on a Saturday morning watching Star Blazers and having a bowl of Frankenberry. You know, like it doesn't get any better. Mm-hmm. Those were the good old days. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. All right, guys, we're going to keep harvesting. We'll be back. We were talking about fermentation, and I forgot to finish the answer. I think wine can be ready as, pretty quickly, like within they make it and they store it for like a year or two. But the longer you wait, the better it gets.
To a point, right? Because I heard saying, "Oh, that's vinegar now," or something like that.
Yeah, like you have to check it because if the cork wears out, which they do over time, the corks do eventually, give out. Then it becomes vinegar. So as long as it's corked properly and the cork doesn't disintegrate, the older it gets, the better. So, if it's 200 years old and you have an intact cork, it's fine and delicious, supposedly. I don't drink wine, so I don't know, but it's supposedly that's like the best wine that you can have. 200-year-old Chateau de Vineyard. But I think what they do is they probably, if a company gets bigger, they will like put them in the basement, and let them sit for a couple years and then, sell that year and to restaurants who then put them in their inventory. And then as people buy it, like there might be each year the price on that bottle goes up. So let's say I buy 25 bottles of 2023. In 2033, those bottles that were $20 a bottle are now, $75 a bottle or $100 a bottle. There's only 10 of them left, but, and so it's a weird process, but they, I think they let them age and then they sell them, but they don't just sell them right away. I don't think the bigger ones do. I think they hold on to them for a while, put them in the basement, let them age for a year and then sell them. And then the restaurants kind of hold on to them too for a while to get them more valuable. So it sits for a long time before it actually gets used. I think that's how it works. But obviously there's a lot of wine that goes out. So you have stuff in stores, you have stuff in drive-thrus, you have stuff at the mart, so that stuff usually is newer. So I'm not sure, but there's a lot of winemakers and a lot of different ways to do it, right? So I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but it seems to me like that makes sense. Huh?
This thing turns on a dime.
I know. Some of those spots where I was are really close, like down by the vineyard, but I actually got through all of it. I was a little bit nervous. There's one spot by the flower pot, and you have to go a certain way to get it through, but it fits. I'm just like, wow, this thing really, it's agile and kind of cool. All right, folks, we'll be back. All right, Micah's got the last load in. I'm not super excited about how many grapes we got. I don't feel like we got as many as I wanted to get. We maybe pulled 25,000 grapes off the field, or 25,000 liters. That's what we're measuring, right?
Yeah, we're going in liters.
Yeah, so that's not that's not a lot of grapes. That's enough for about 5,000 to 7, maybe 7 or 8,000 bottles of wine. Does that sound right?
Now, in this, do you have to wait for them to ferment, or
no, they just process, but it might take a long time I don't know how long they're going to be processing. They're taking their sweet time.
So say when you start a vineyard, you're not going to be able to sell anything for several years.
Let me take a look at this. I don't think it's going to take that long to sell. We have, let's see, cycles per month, 48 cycles per month. And that's us. Each cycle has 37 bottles of red wine and 35 bottles of white wine. The cycle, 48 cycles a month. So that's 2 per hour. We got about 26,000 liters of grapes. And Mike is finished. Look at this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and dump in. And then if you
into the trailer?
Into the trailer. Dump it in. Dunk.
Did I hit it?
Oh yeah, you're hitting it. Only 1,000 liters. And I mean that's top productivity for that field. We're not going to get really many. Even if we had the extra 2%, that would only be like maybe 50 to 100 grapes. 200 grapes. So 25,000 is in there right now. But it'll produce, let's see. I'm going to say probably about 3,000 to 5,000 bottles of wine. And it should be running for a while, which is good because we'll be bringing income in even just from the winery running. But I could definitely see expanding our fields, our vineyards.
Is this thing okay? I think it goes over there. Okay.
But they cost so much. That's the only problem. Like each row is like $10,000. So maybe we should just leave them. Oh, let's go. I don't think we don't have a front. Oh no, we have the forklift. That's right. I'm gonna grab the forklift and bring it over so I can put those. I left the spray out from the sprayer, the weeder. The other thing that we can do today. Do you wanna if you want to run to the shop with the bigger tractor and get a plow, our crop field needs plowing.
What's the bigger tractor?
And it also needs lime. The bigger tractor's in here. That you got that guy. Yep. I'm gonna come with you. Actually, I'll follow you. Because I'm gonna grab. We'll rent a plow, and I'm gonna rent a spreader because we need to put some lime down. Are you ready to rock?
I remember how to. There we go. Oh, turn the lights on. Oh, I'll follow you.
Oh, okay, yours is faster than mine, isn't it?
I don't know.
I've got a top speed of 25. What's your top speed?
I don't know yet. It'll be 25 or less.
I'll set it 20.
I can get up to 25.
All right, so we're going to run to the shop, folks. And we'll see you in just a moment. All right, let's see. Should we go? We should probably go.
Park the tractors on the right, right?
Yeah. Walk across the road. Tell that Chrysler to get out of here. He's going to end up spinning around and crashing.
All right, now I'll look that video up while you're buying
All right.
stuff.
Let us see what we can get, Mr. Micah. How many horsepower is that tractor?
Misa, no, not, no.
Misa, no, not. Misa, Jar Jar Binks. Oh, sorry, Jar Jar. Did we kill you? 100 horsepower. 100. So I need to rent something here. Wait, what did it do? Okay, we need to rent a plow. Oh, it's going to be a very small plow. Let's see, that requires 320, 165, 1.3 meter. Sorry, Micah, we're going to be doing this for a 1.2 meter. What do you like better, Pottinger or Kverneland? Actually,
it doesn't matter.
We'll do the Pottinger because it's reversible. That's important. And it's cheap too, lease. $700 for the lease. That's not bad. And I need to lease a spreader because we need to spread some lime. This one, I think, does lime. Does that one do lime? No. Geo spread. That's pretty big. That'll work.
How do you turn your four ways on?
Number 2 on your pad. Two on the numpad. There you go. Your plow is ready, sir. And so Cheech and Chong headed back to the farm. Do you want me to lime first? And then you can put the plow down?
Don't matter.
Let me do the liming first then, and then we'll... Once I do one pass, you can start plowing, because I'll be out of your way.
It just depends who gets theirs first.
Lay down the plow and put those furrows deep into the ground. Do the ground.
Oh, I can only max out at 27 miles an hour.
Mine's 25, so that's... You're still 2 miles an hour faster. Lay down the boogie. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry. The last wedding we did had a really good band.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were really
I always
good.
like DJs better.
DJs definitely make dance. It depends.
Well, I don't like DJs themselves. I just like that they're playing music.
And they also, the DJ
I don't like when they try to talk and make a show.
Right, yeah.
It just ruins it.
Or when they try to sing along with the... Those are the worst DJs. A DJ usually does a better job being an MC. Like the master of ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can turn your attention to the front of the room, the bride and the groom are now about to enter for the first time tonight. You know, it's like they're really good at that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Whereas
Why
the
don't you
band.
do that too?
What'd you say?
Why don't you do that too?
They don't get paid as much. And you have to have, and you got to have all your own equipment. That's the other thing. The equipment's expensive.
Oh, okay.
You need about
Hey,
$5,000
you got
bucks.
the voice.
Yeah, I could do that part of it. But they do.
Takes going along as your muscle.
Right. Halfway through the setup, I'm like, oh.
Or maybe you could do that at the barn at some point in the future.
We could. We need to really redo some of the barn. It's pretty rough. It's not really like a nice place.
You know how people always want like outside weddings?
I do not understand that at all.
You
It's
imagine
so
like,
stupid.
some horses riding in the background and
That would be cool. We'd have to have a nice indoor facility though for the wedding part. There's a truck with bales behind you. That is so cool. Yeah, I mean that would be kind of fun. But anyway, the most of the time I find that the bands, they just don't do a good job doing the MC stuff. So it's kind of like the DJ will make sure that the photographers and the videographer are aware of what's happening. So we know, like, hey, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Whereas oftentimes with bands, they're just like, and now the bride and groom are gonna be doing their first dance. And we're like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. We got to set up. Like, you can't just do that. So that's the downside with a band. But if you have a good band, like where they're playing good music and the MC is good at what he does, then it's a lot of fun. Shoes and socks. I can't get lime.
no, that's like sandbags and stuff, not liquid.
Yeah, and that's not either. I don't know what that is. I have the thing for it, so we're just gonna have to.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna have to order it for the farm. I thought I had the lime installed, but it's under tools, right? Yeah.
What field am I doing? Because I might as well go ahead and just start.
Oh, the one behind us.
Okay.
Yep. Placeable
And then
filling
you're
station. Seeds.
You're probably gonna take the truck and go get the lime and everything anyway.
Fertilizer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get. We don't even have a placeable for lime, so yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Go ahead and get started because I'll just one pass and I'll be caught up with you.
God.
Let me
Start by the road.
All right, I'm gonna turn that off. Lights off, and The problem is I don't really have a forklift at the shop.
I thought I seen one there.
Was there one? I don't think so. Not that we can use anyway. So I'm going to have to take our forklift down to the shop with the Jeep. Load up lime and then... But that's okay though, because we can throw our implements on the trailer, take it all back.
Yeah.
And then pick the lift truck up. Lay down the boogie. And so DJs usually can get a crowd dancing better than a band, but if you have a really good band, the crowds will dance.
Yeah, but that's really rare.
It's like a 30% chance that the band's going to be really good. There was one band, I forget what their name was. And the singer was really pretty, but they were kind of, I don't know, like a little bit too much about themselves and not necessarily the wedding. And I'm still not quite clear on the definition of the word, but the owner of the company that I work for was there, and she's like, yeah, they're kind of kitschy. And I'm like, what does that mean? like kitschy coo. Like, what is that? What does kitschy mean? And so I still haven't figured that. I looked it up and I'm like, it still doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Like maybe she's trying to say like tacky or something like that, or I don't know. They were really good, but they were kind of, I don't know, it was more kitschy. Yeah, it was like they were doing a lot of like rock stuff more than like dancey Motown type. But it was also a really small band. Usually the bands that you see for weddings, they have a lot of different instrumentalists. They have like horn players and multiple guitar player and bass player. Oh,
They were kitschy.
They were kitschy. This was just a 4-piece. It was a drummer, singer, bass player, and guitar player. All right, folks, I'm going to run this down to the shop, and we're going to load up with lime. I will be back. A lot of back and forth today. We'll see in a little bit. All right, so I've got my bags of lime. Looks a little saggy there. We're going to just put, let's see, is that back all the way? Yeah. Wow, this is heavy. We're doing it, though. I love this lift truck. This is one of the best vehicles in the game. It's in the last 2 versions of the game. It's. I hope they never get rid of this because it really is just a lifesaver. Huh?
You said it's a lift truck?
Yeah, the forklift.
Oh, okay.
The Manitou.
I don't know why they don't make it like part of the shop.
Yeah, it would be really cool if they made it like by default if the shop had one in stock. Yeah. I usually do that on my series. I forgot to do it for this one. I usually have a stock Manitou at the shop just because in general, in real life, they have them. I mean, even Home Depot has them.
Yeah.
You know? All right, folks, oh gosh, the bags are coming off. I'm going to drive back to the shop with my saggy baggies, and I will see you guys when we get, or not the shop, the farm, with my heavy-duty Jeep Cherokee. It's really struggling with its little 4.0 liter. We'll be back. All right, we're arriving at home with our limey bags. Now, Micah and I Micah had a good point. He's going to have me wait to put these down because then we're going to have to run a rock picker to get, oh my God, look at all the rocks.
That's what happens when you use a plow. You get all those.
Yeah, that's crazy. That brought up a lot of rocks. Oh well, what are you going to do?
I usually use the subsoilers.
The what?
The subsoilers. I just.
Yeah, we just don't have enough horsepower. I have.
God, it takes 100. I thought.
Though we have that little one. No, it's 160 for the, or 130,
okay.
I think, for the regular size ones. But there is that one Agrisem that might be less. So yeah, are you flipping the plow when you're using it or no?
I was, but I got tired.
It's gonna it's gonna take you twice as long if you don't, because it covers like a lot less if you don't flip it.
Meh.
I mean, I don't really care. For realism's sake, it doesn't bother me if you want to run it the same way. It plows more if you flip it. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna set these bags right here, and we'll get them as we need them. And we'll just keep them here because I think obviously as the farm grows and goes, we're going to need more lime bags. So lime bag Larold. Let's see here. I want to see how the honey's doing. Not very good. Okay, there's one jar of honey on there. That's great. So the winery is in operation. We have no money coming in, but at the end of tonight, we should get $16,000 because it's in operation or close to. It might even be every hour. I got to look at that. It's either daily or hourly.
So this is probably the only time you're gonna have to plow this, right?
Correct, because we're not going to put any other root crops on there unless we want to try, like, I don't know, carrots or parsnips. But yeah, unless we do root crops, no, we don't need to worry about it. I still love the headlights on this because I had those LED lights on mine. Or not LED, it was pre-LED, but they were blue. It was back when the blue headlights first hit.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was hating on them. I still get haters here and there, people that like shine their brights at me, and I'm like, my brights aren't on, I'll flash them back, and then they just put their lights on. I'm like, that's what my lights are. Like, I can't help that they're bright. That's welcome to the modern world, folks. That's the color the headlights are now.
I know, I always get that flashing at me as well, but my van's up. I can't tell you how many inches they raised that.
Oh, so it raises the lights, yeah.
And I even went back to the Toyota dealer and was like, look, can you guys make sure that the headlights are aimed correctly? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. And then they're like, yeah, they're fine. And I'm sitting there thinking, I wonder if they actually understand what I'm talking about.
Like, are they aimed down correctly? Yeah, they may not. You can aim them, though. They are adjustable. Let me take a look real quick here and see if this doesn't really tell me the production. Yeah, this is slow as all get out. 64 a month. I think you have to go into the sales menu to see what it actually does monthly. Silo extensions, production. We need to look at the winery. We did easy. It's $16.60 a month is what it produces. So it's not per hour, it's per month. Let's see how Micah's doing in the field. So far, so good, man. That is a big job with that little plow. I'm sorry, Micah. I can come out and help you with the Agrisem Culti plow. Do you want me to do that on the top half of the field?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's just a little narrow Culti plow that we own. Basically, a tiny little subsoiler.
I'm just going to continuously keep going in one direction.
Micah goes around the outside. Bark, bark, bark. It's going to
Ricker
take
likes to get done.
all
Michael likes to
night.
get done.
I have a feeling this will be, as far as episodes go, you guys, this will be the end of the episode for you guys, and we'll be just plowing for the next like 2 episodes. But we won't record that. We'll do it like on stream or something.
Yeah, we want to talk about other things.
No, it's just gonna take forever. Jeez, oh Pete. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have the factories under process. We are going to culti plow and plow this field and get it done. So I guess that's all we really need to do with you guys tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Micah, did you have fun making it?
Really, but it's okay.
Not really?
I had a lot of fun. No, I enjoyed myself.
Good.
Tremendously.
Tremendously. All right, so we're going to get this culti plowed and plowed, and we're going to go from there. So have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time on Richland Valley Vineyard. And I apologize, it's been so long since we've done a video. We had a lot going on with the release of the new DLC, so there you have it. Have a good night. Bye.